SM Entertainment is not going through happy times right now. From complaints of management to the music that they've put out, the downfall of SM seems to be coming sooner rather than later, and Lee Soo-man has something to say about it. SM Entertainment has been a leading company in the K-pop industry for way too long. They kicked off the K-pop phenomenon in the 1990s and changed the way that the industry works. They produced several famous idol groups such as SES, Dolbang SNSD, EXO, Red Velvet, and many more. These groups became successful in no time thanks to the amazing music and unique concepts, establishing SM Entertainment as a leading entertainment agency. SM Entertainment was the first agency in the industry to introduce systematic training, casting, producing, and management systems. Agencies then started modeling their system after them, so it's safe to say that they have a hand in making K-pop what it is today. Their influence didn't simmer down in the slightest during the second generation, the third generation, or even the fourth. It looked like SM Entertainment had figured out the formula on how to make successful groups and kept perfecting it with every group that they debuted. Even with YG Entertainment and JYP Entertainment rising in ranks and HYBE labels having a sudden surge of success and popularity thanks to BTS, SM Entertainment were still the company that had its own standards. They debuted the first group in K-pop, started photo cards, and many other trends that existed in the industry. It's no surprise that all companies have been praying for the downfall of SM since their first day, and their prayers have seemingly been heard at last. SM Entertainment has topped the headlines lately for all the bad reasons. First, it was their plans for 2023 that got attention, especially the fact that they're planning to debut Navis, which is an AI character in the aespa storyline. This wasn't welcomed by fans who didn't think SM managed their actual groups well enough for them to expand to AI characters. Then it was reported that there was trouble among the SM Entertainment officials because Lee Soo-man's production contract had ended. In October of 2022, Yonhap News Agency reported that the board of directors at the agency had come to a decision to terminate their contract with Like Planning, which is a music production company run by Lee Soo-man at the end of 2022. This contract termination came a year earlier than it was initially planned. When SM Entertainment announced the first part of its business plan for 2023 on February 3rd, they confirmed that the production contract with Lee Soo-man had ended as of September of 2022. It was said that Lee Soo-man would remain as SM Entertainment's largest shareholder, but wouldn't take part in the production and artistic direction of the company's musicians. It was also announced that co-CEOs Lee Sung-soo and Tak Young-joon would implement a multi-producing system, including 5 production centers and multiple labels which would independently produce music, which is a different producing system than that of Lee Soo-man's. While some might have thought that Lee Soo-man had extended his stay in the company and his time has come to an end, the artists themselves don't seem to agree. Insiders said that Kim Min-jung, a singer and actor who had been a part of SM Entertainment for 17 years, had been against the decision to end the production contract with Lee Soo-man. He had claimed, unlike their previous words that they will make the best decisions for the SM family, co-CEOs Lee Sung-soo and Tak Young-joon unilaterally issued such an announcement without any internal discussion. Kim Min-jung continued to say that he was unaware of why they would make such an important decision over the holidays. He also believes that there's an ulterior motive on why the higher-ups proposed salary negotiations to all the departments except for Lee Soo-man's office of secretary. He ended his statement by saying, "I don't think this new plan will neither benefit the SM family nor shareholders in the long term." The decision was reportedly so unexpected that apparently Lee Soo-man is currently in a state of shock and has been out of the office ever since. It has also been claimed that he is considering sharing his opinion during the shareholders meetings that will take place in March. On the other hand, many employees are in support of the board's decision as they think that the company needs to make some changes so they can improve market capitalization and operating profits. Apparently, these changes include Kakao becoming the second largest shareholder in the company as they secured a 9.05% stake in SM Entertainment. According to Lee Soo-man, this is a violation of the business laws, so he is planning to sue SM. Yes, Lee Soo-man is planning to sue the company that he founded. Reports said that the reason for the lawsuit is the company's recent partnership with Kakao Entertainment, as his legal representative stated that Kakao and SM Entertainment engaged in illegal practices to make Kakao the second largest shareholder in the company. They said that this partnership was made without consulting Lee Soo-man, who is the largest shareholder, violating the commercial law. The legal representatives added, "We'll block SM Entertainment's board of directors' attempts at this with an injunction, banning the issues of new shares and convertible bonds, and we'll hold the directors civilly and criminally liable." Seeing as the problems of SM Entertainment have come to the point that not only are the artists not happy with the direction that the company is taking, but the founder himself is suing, then we can safely assume that their downfall isn't far. Fans of the groups think so themselves, with most of them being shocked over the exit of Lee Soo-man, especially knowing just how important he is to the company. A Twitter user wrote, "Witnessing witnessing SM Entertainment's downfall in real time in 2023 was never in my plans. Some are joking that Red Velvet might be getting a comeback soon because it wouldn't be the first time that SM Entertainment's entire plan of damage control would be giving Red Velvet comebacks. To some people though, the entire thing is pretty fishy. A few netizens believe that Lee Soo-man has allegedly legally stolen money this entire time, but how is that possible? As mentioned before, Lee Soo-man founded the company called Like Planning in 1977, which is completely separate from SM Entertainment. Like Planning handled music production, and SM Entertainment paid them a reported $100 million ever since the company was established. The shareholders felt like they were in the dark since Like Planning's contract with SM Entertainment can't be disclosed to them. This isn't a recent issue, as for years, the shareholders, particularly aligned partners, have complained about the lack of transparency. The huge amount of money that was given to Like Planning has also been a problem for a while, as it has stopped the company from making profit that would have allowed payment of dividends to shareholders. For this reason, it is believed that Lee Soo-man set Like Planning up to get extra profits on top of the amount that he was being paid as the largest shareholder. However, this part hasn't been confirmed, and SM Entertainment themselves denied the accusations. Let's not get it twisted though. SM is still a leader in the industry despite all the issues that have been going on. The influence of the company hasn't faltered in the slightest, and even though their groups don't have the same successes in the West as groups like BTS and Blackpink, they still make history and change the game on their own terms. They prove that they're still the standard with every release that comes out of the company, so their grip in the industry shouldn't be downplayed just yet. However, the company isn't doing as well digitally with their new releases, seeing as SM seems to be putting more focus on the existing fan base of their groups instead of trying to lure in new casual listeners. They also introduced new projects like Girls on Top and Super M, which, even though they were welcomed by fans who wanted to see their favorite artists on stage together, they took the chances of the existing groups having comebacks since the members were busy. But that's the problem with SM lately. They start projects without having any real vision for the future. That same thing applies to aespa, who SM have been treating like a pet project rather than acting like the group is one of the most successful of their generation, which they are. aespa were one of the leading girl groups of the fourth generation, breaking records in sales and charts. And yet they get one mini album a year, which causes harm to a group that basically had just entered the industry. They are still very popular despite the lack of comebacks and activities, but fans and even the members have expressed frustration over the fact that SM refuses to get them into the studio. People are convinced that SM Entertainment is trying the same strategy that YG Entertainment has for Blackpink, relying on the members' influence and popularity to keep the anticipation up rather than just giving them new music. But this strategy will probably backfire in their faces. It's yet to be seen what effect Lee Soo-man's exit will have on the agency, as this is a huge loss for the company. He was heavily invested in the production of the songs of the groups and had a hand in making hits like Red Velvet's Red Flavor, Shiny Sherlock, FX's Pinocchio, and X's Growl, Wolf, and Call Me Baby. Some of the best concepts that came out of SM Entertainment were all thanks to him, so his loss will probably greatly affect the company. Fans did agree that SM Entertainment has lost its touch lately and should increase their musical ambition, and whether that's something to blame Lee Soo-man for, that's to be decided. Netizens think that following these changes, the influence and power of SM Entertainment will see an inevitable downfall, especially in the Korean market. They might do well internationally, seeing how popular their groups are with overseas fans, but as we've seen time and time again, international success isn't enough to keep the groups afloat. Some are guessing that Lee Soo-man might start another agency where he'll have full control over what happens. With Lee Soo-man being the pillar of success of most of his groups, then it's possible that some of the current SM Entertainment artists might follow him there. Since SM Entertainment has yet to release a statement in response to the lawsuit, we'll have to wait and see what goes on. What are your thoughts on this? Are we about to see SM Entertainment's downfall in the near future, or is it going to take a lot more than this dispute to bring down the company? Share your thoughts in the comments down below, and see you next time. Bye!